Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah and recently I completed the Science of Wellbeing course from Yale University. And today I want to share the insights from this course with you. The 7 science-backed ways to be happy and positive all the time. But before we begin, it would be super helpful for me if you could like this video. And subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button if you would like to receive more videos like this. What do you think will make you happier? Getting good grades, having a good job, getting more money, or finding your true love? Or maybe having a great body could be some of the answers. But in reality, there is more and more studies that suggest that the more we think about stuff, we are wanting stuff and striving for stuff and accumulating it, the less happy we are. Studies conducted in the US suggest that for people whose annual income is $75,000 and above, their levels of happiness are not impacted by the amount of money they have. This means that after you satisfy your basic needs and feel comfortable in your life, more money will not buy you happiness. So what will? Let's dive into the 7 science-backed ways to be happy and positive all the time. Number 1, focus on intrinsic motivation. There is intrinsic motivation, which is internal motivation, and extrinsic motivation, which is external motivation. So when your parents tell you to get good grades at school because they will buy you a new laptop, this is external motivation. And if you like to paint just because you're enjoying the process of it and you want to become better at it, this is your internal motivation. Each of us has their own signature strengths. Things such as kindness, collaboration, life of learning, honesty, justice. And if you can find those signature strengths in you and practice them every day, basically in your work and everyday activities, this will make you happier in a short term as well as in a long term. This means that when you're looking for a job, it's very important not to focus as much on the salary you will get as on the ability and opportunity to practice and exercise your signature strength every day at your work. And also, if you are at a job right now that you don't really enjoy that much, you can change the situation by trying to really practice your signature strength every day at your work. Adopt growth mindset and really try to practice and develop your skills in the areas of your signature strength. As you become better at it, you will get more satisfaction. Eventually, you will become an expert at it and you will be paid more. And this also allows you to see your job as your calling, which gives you more happiness and fulfillment in the long term. A little exercise you can do to see how this can impact your happiness levels is to find out your signature strength from the link that I will add to the description to this video, and take one of the signature strengths and try to practice it in a different way in your job as well as everyday activities. Do this for a week and see how your mood and your happiness levels change. Number 2, social connections. Sometimes we may feel that spending time alone will make us happier, less stressed, less activated, and just more relaxed. However, many studies suggest that social connections and being around people is what makes us happier. And there is a famous Harvard study of adult development where scientists were following a group of people for 75 years, from their youth until their older age. And the scientists realized that those people who had more social connections, they had closer relationships with their family and friends, and they were more involved in their communities, they were more successful, they were healthier and happier throughout their lives. In another study, researchers asked people who are commuting to work if they think they will be more happy when they're spending time alone or they're talking to a stranger. And most people said that I think I will be more relaxed and more happy if I just spend time alone, because it's a bit awkward to talk to strangers, don't you think? However, in reality, the result of the study showed that those people who were asked to speak to strangers, and they did speak to strangers, when they arrived to work, they were more relaxed and happier than those who were sitting alone during their commute. A little exercise you can do to test this information is to try speaking to strangers every day for a week. It can be somebody at the grocery store, in a queue line, or when you're commuting to work. And also schedule calls with your friends and family so you could speak to somebody for at least 10 to 15 minutes per day. Try to do this for a week and see how your happiness levels change. Number 3, kindness. Researchers give $5 to people on the street and told them that they can spend it in the way they want. And after they surveyed these people, they realized that people who spent these $5 on themselves were less happy in comparison to people who spent these $5 on somebody else, like buying a coffee for somebody or giving this money to charity. This means that thinking about, noticing and doing random acts of kindness, especially a couple of them in one day, will definitely make you happier. And a little exercise you can do this week to test this out is to do random act of kindness every day for a week. And these can be simple things. Things such as letting somebody go in front of you in line, or buying a coffee for somebody, or paying somebody a compliment, or helping a senior with their groceries, or maybe writing letters of encouragement and leaving them on people's cars. Number 4, time affluence. After your basic needs are met, it makes more sense to prioritize your free time to be happier, research says. Having more money or buying more things will not make you happier, but having more time to do things you love will make your life more meaningful, fulfilled, and happier. A simple exercise you can do this week is to schedule in 1 or 2 hours per day to specifically focus on doing the things you love. Things such as hiking or painting, playing music or gardening. And when you start doing it, fully arrive and allow yourself to forget about the external world and fully immerse yourself in this experience and really enjoy the things you're doing. Try this schedule for a week and see how your levels of happiness change. Number 5, meditation. Actually, in the course they call it mind control, and it's simply because meditation is the practice that helps us to control our constantly wandering mind. And research says that the more our mind wanders away from the present moment, the less happy we become. We are so often ruminating about the past, thinking about all the things we wish were different, or becoming anxious about the future, catastrophizing and thinking about all the negative possibilities that could happen. And we are so rarely staying in the present moment, the only place where we can really feel relaxed and happy. Interestingly enough, research also shows that only in the situations when we are looking forward towards something, for example, we're gonna go on holiday and we are imagining how great it will be, we can be as happy as when we are in the present moment. That's why meditation is a major tool that helps us improve concentration in our mood by becoming more present in the moment. The exercise you can try this week is to practice meditation for only 10 minutes per day, every day for a week, and see how your mood improves and how your happiness levels increase only after 1 week. I have another video about 15 simple ways how you can practice mindfulness on a daily basis, which is also aimed to bring your mind to the present moment and by practicing it, strengthen your concentration and awareness muscle. I will link it to this video and I will leave it in the description box below if you're interested to check it out. Number 6, savoring and gratitude. Research shows that both savoring and gratitude can have a great impact on your well-being as well as levels of happiness. And what is savoring exactly? It is simply appreciation of the moment. When you're eating a meal, focus on how good the taste is. When you're sitting in a group of friends, acknowledge how fun is the conversation. Or simply pause and notice how nice and pleasant the warm sun feels on your skin. As frequently as you can throughout the day, pause and appreciate the moment that you're enjoying. Remember this moment, and later you can use this in your gratitude practice. The simple exercise to do this week is to savor one thing or activity during a day. And you can take a picture or tell somebody about it and write it down in the evening. There are so many studies that show the importance and power of gratitude to improve our well-being and happiness levels on the short run as well as on the long run. And it just makes sense because when we are trying to look for something to be grateful for, it can give us a different perspective, a more positive perspective on any situation. And also when we are immersed in these positive feelings of gratitude, we are unable to feel any other negative feeling at the same time. So the simple exercise you can do this week is to write down 3 to 5 things every evening that you are grateful for. And if some of those things that are connected to other people, let them know about it. And in the end of the week, see how your happiness levels change. Number 7, healthy habits. We all have heard that there are multiple scientific studies that prove how much regular exercise and good quality sleep can have a positive impact on our mood and levels of happiness. But so often we neglect those simple things. So make sure that this week you can incorporate 30 minutes of exercise in your day, every day of the week, as well as make sure that you can get high quality of sleep for at least 7 hours for at least 4 days this week, and see how your mood changes and how your happiness levels increase. I will be sharing more information and tips on how you can optimize your sleep and get higher quality of sleep in my upcoming videos, so please stay tuned for that. And I would suggest for you to pick one of the habits from this video and try it for yourself. Just try to implement one of these habits in your weekly routine and see for yourself how your mood changes, how much more positive you become, and how much your happiness levels increase. All the information in this video is science-based, and it is from the Science of Wellbeing course from Yale University. Let me know which of the points you like the most and which one would you like to test out first.